and the Contour. A lot further back than he would have been expected to be.
Absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, they then had an incident quite soon after. Richard Morris is almost last, isn't he? There's only a couple of cars behind him.
He is. I wonder if there's a problem with the car. I know he had a misfire during qualifying yesterday, so I wonder if maybe something like that has recurred. Over the line, though, comes our race leader, Ryan Yarrow, to complete lap number 1. And in second place, it is the car of number 67, isn't it, I think, in second?
Yeah. Victor Newman. And then, there we go, there's Johnny McGill, there's Colin Chapman, and as I say, 200th race in Sports 1000 RGB for Colin Chapman, so that's quite a landmark. He's been racing it almost since it started. The championship's come on quite some ways in those times, hasn't it? You know, I remember when I saw the first race, a lot of them were front engine cars.
Yeah.
You had 7 type cars there now, but now the car's more towards prototypes, and that's why the name change came a couple of years ago.
RGB was for Road Going Bike Engine Sports Cars. That was the original title of the championship, and as you can see, it's moved on a long way from those origins. I think Colin's first car was a Fisher Fury, I think, in the championship. Anyway, there's Michael Roots in the number 5 car. Long-time kart racer, a couple of seasons in low-cost racing as well, gets past Ian Kempson and Johnny McGill, so makes up a couple of places there, or does he? Not quite getting past McGill, and Colin Spicer's in problems by the looks of it, problems with that car as he came out of Agostini hairpin, it suddenly slowed, so Roots has got through now. You can see Morris at the rear of that little group, and he's struggling to get past. There's a bit of a brush there between Phil Hutchins and Ian Kempson. I think Morris will try and take advantage of that on the inside line. He'll go through, but there's then a bit of a touch there with the 36 car of Kempson going through.
Okay. It's Tom Johnson, he made a good start in the X. Johnny Andrew Mattel, he's got himself into 8th position. There he is, just ahead of the similar car. Making his way through the order. Like Richard Morris was pushing on, he was using all the curb, all the road on the exit of that corner, but he's only at Coram now. The leaders have already completed lap 2. 2 minutes 10.7 for Ryan Yarrow, change for a third there. Richard Miles, fastest lap of the race, 2:09.1, 1.5 seconds quicker than the leader, goes third.
Yeah, he was in good form yesterday as well, Rich Miles, wasn't he, on his seasonal debut in the Sports 1000. We've seen him out in these cars before. Not that often though, but he's usually been quick when he has been out.
Interestingly, he took up the option to do this morning's untimed practice session. They're all the BMWs and Club Enduro cars around him, so nobody who raced yesterday took up that option to do a bit of testing. So I wonder if he learnt anything there. It was damp this morning, and he's obviously going really quickly at the start of this race. He started 7th, he's up to 3rd now.
Well, Richard Morris has made a place on this lap ahead of Johnny McGill, I can see there, and McGill's going to lose out to Phil Hutchins as well, and you've got Michael Roots and Tom Johnston there. Tom Johnston retirement from yesterday's race, that's in the Danny Andrew Mittal that he was looking to sell. Morris getting ahead of him as well now, so Michael Roots and Richard Morris, 2 quick drivers really, who are a little bit out of position here.
Yes, and there are different stories to their reasoning, I think, to get into where they are at the moment, but they're both looking to go forwards, and Colin Chapman has been passed by Michael Roots, that's 6th for the Mattel. Now car 5, Roots, Chapman is still ahead of Morris. You can see the 2 different bodyworks on those spires, and that Morris is in compared to the much earlier car of Colin Chapman.
Yeah, Colin's had a few different cars over his Sports 1000 career. Rich Miles now with Victor Newman then for 2nd position. Not actually that far behind. Williams this time as they crossed the line of 2:07.61, so it was 1.4 seconds quicker than Newman, who did a 2:09 dead on that lap. Yowie did a 2:09.53, James Walker did a 2:10.20. The rest of the cars yet to come through as Miles goes up the inside of Newman and he gets second place away at Wilson Hairpin and is not far behind now Ryan Yarrow. So could we see another change before the end of this race? There's still 13 minutes left to go, so I think there's every chance that we could do.
But he's caught him already, hasn't he? And he's going to go past him already as well, so that took a lot less time than we expected. Richard Miles then takes the race lead. He brakes late. Can he get the car stopped for the hairpin? Kind of, perhaps a bit wider than he was anticipating, but it's worked okay. So Richard Miles, who is clearly the quickest driver in this race, has taken the lead on lap 4 from 7th on the grid, and he's just pulling away really rapidly. We're going quicker than we were in the race yesterday. We're currently 10 seconds away though from the lap record.
Yeah, it's often been a driver, I thought, if he could get out there for a sort of concerted string of races, he could be a real contender. He's really quick in the right conditions, so good to see that Rich getting out there into the lead. Let's see if we can pull away now from the rest of them.
Roots and Morris, 5th and 6th now. We're going to have some clear tracks, it'll be interesting to watch their lap times.
Colin Chapman getting ahead of Stephen Dean for 12th place there on the way.
Here's the man on the second though. This is Ryan Yarrow under pressure from Victor Newman. So it looks like Yarrow's just going to have the 4 wins, but has he had a win at each venue? He has, hasn't he? One on the 200 circuit here in July. Number 7 on the outside of the corner with Ryan Yarrow. Even those lights, particularly what the driver was looking for. Side by side, they can see the 4 lappers. Behind the leader, 2:05.47 that time for Rich Miles, 4 seconds faster than Victor Newman, who is back into second place then, because he's got ahead of the previous race leader Ryan Yarrow. But Ryan really doing enough here as far as his championship is concerned, taking 3rd position. That would give him 24 points if he stays there. Richard Morris was side by side with Michael Roots across the line, and Morris is the 2nd quickest driver on the circuit, and he's pretty much 2 seconds faster than those ahead, but he's a long way behind Ryan Yarrow here, some 20 seconds. So
he's a good racer, is Richard, but so often he's had to do this and had to sort of make a comeback, because often he starts something being great. I mean, today's example, something clearly went wrong, and he's dropped way back towards the end of the field, possibly didn't like the conditions on the first lap, but he seems to have found the sweet spot now, and as you say, is the 2nd fastest man out there, albeit still 2 seconds slower than Rich Miles.
It's the man of a 7th. Not sure if Phil Hutchins' car's got a bit of damage on the rear of it. He's though chasing after Cole Austin. And again, you can see the 2 different bodyworks on these spires, and were designed in slightly different eras, and Austin gets sideways, and the Hutchins car then is on the inside line, and Phil Hutchins gains 7th position as they turn into Hamilton drivers from the podium here last week.
Yeah, Cole Austin was really up here now. Possible start ideally for the conditions we've had right at the start. It is changing quite quickly now. You can see it's still damp or fine, but there's definitely now a drier racing line.
Otherwise expect.
Which Miles can tell you has gone across the line to complete his 5th lap with 9 minutes of the race left to go.
Fastest lap for Richard Morris now, 2:04.7. He's 6 seconds a lap quicker than his championship rival. Could he buy back into championship contention here?
No, I don't think so really. I think he really needs to win, and hope Yarrow has a problem. He's not going to win the race because he's 25 seconds off the lead with 8 minutes to go.
Now, if he didn't have that bad start, it would certainly been a possibility, wouldn't it? 24.73 was that best lap, as into ninth position goes Tom Johnson around the outside of Ian Kempson into Ritchie's. So Morris is 14 seconds behind Walker, 4 seconds a lap fast, so there's still 8 minutes to go, so just under half the race to go. Can he gain any more places? He's got a lot of time to find. Michael Roots, even though he's been outshadowed by Richard Morris, he's lapping quickly, isn't he? Much quicker than Newman, Yarrow and Walker.
Yeah. Machine, which is driven for a few seconds now. Quite wide there, using all of the roads a bit more. Till the end, as conditions have changed, I think that really has affected tyres and setup, as you were saying, Josh. One over the other as the race has gone on.
Richard Miles has now bettered Richard Morris's lap, 4.2, but of course when Morris gets back round that might change around again. Richard Miles 10 seconds ahead of Victor Newman now, with 7 minutes to go, so 10 laps to wait. Right now he's almost in fourth by James Walker for third, and they're both being caught by Richard Morris by 6 seconds, and 2.7 for Richard Morris. Finally bringing Michael Roots with him, and Roots is the second quickest car on the track, so he's also quicker than Richard Miles, the race leader.